have your Outlook auto respond to messages. And so here is my inbox, and then it's a Gmail account that I don't care about. Let me minimize that, and then here is my email. Okay, so the first thing that you need to do is to create a rule. So the easiest way to do that would be to right click on the email that you want to make the rule out of. Right click on the email, go to rules, and then hit hit edit rules. Then you will see this screen. I have two monitors, so you'll see me drag things over. You will see this screen, and then you will be forced to then choose between Exchange, POP, and outgoing. So if you know that your servers are POP servers, then you would add the rule here. If you know they're IMAP there, and if you know you have Exchange, then here. So I have IMAP, but it doesn't matter either way. I'll just do the one that I know that works. So what you do then is click on the plus sign, and then it asks you to title the rule. So just whatever. And then it goes through the entire settings. And so what I did to make this work consistently is I changed this and say if any conditions are met. Then when a new message arrives, and the first thing that I do is change this. So I'm going to say when the subject of a message contains, and I just wrote dork. But for example, if you're doing something from PayPal and you want to automatically send something when you receive it, anything like that, then you want to use the words in PayPal. So for example, if somebody purchases something and you say, and PayPal says payment received, just match it exactly what it is. Even like, for example, if it's like an $8 item and that's in the subject line, you want to match it. So just know that it's just payment received or whatever it is. So for this test, I just wrote dork just because it's just easier to keep track of. Then down below here, just hit enter, and then double click on it again and go back. So when the subject contains dork, do the following: change the status, set the category. So I'm going to erase all of this because I don't want to do any of that stuff. And then I'm going to change set to category to reply. And then in the reply text, this is, thank you for purchasing. Wow. Thank you for purchasing. You are a big dork. And go to this website to learn more. This is just text. It's not HTML, meaning that the link is not going to be clickable. But at this point, everyone knows they can just highlight and copy the link. If you don't think everyone knows that, just say, for more instructions, highlight and copy the following link. Okay, so then here you have that, right? You can put whatever you want in here. Let's go ahead and click OK, and then it's enabled. If any of these conditions are met, this rule is going to go through. I wish this would say it would have HTML. It does not. It's just plain text. So then hit OK. So then now I have this rule called whatever that will be applied. So to test this out, the next thing that I did is I went to my email and then hit compose, and then I sent myself a message, Tim at Personal SEO. And of course the subject line has to say dork because that's what I put in there. And then I am a dork. Okay, might as well have fun with this. So then you hit send. So then what happens after that is that when you go back to your email and you hit send and receive, I am going to receive the email, and you can see it's automatically sending the response, and it does it every single time you hit send and receive. If there is an issue, the thing that you could do is you can apply the rules at any time. So if you just hit apply and then choose whatever, then it will automatically apply the rule after it goes through your entire inbox. So then now, for example, I should receive this message a bunch of times. So just in case you want to send it, make sure everyone got it, then you'll go from there. So since I applied that rule twice, then you get dork. Yes, and this actually works. Google.com, test, test, test. That's great. So in the end, the person can actually click on the email. So I changed it. So let's go back and hit reload messages and see if new dorks show up or if it's going to go into spam because I've done it so much. Let me go back. Test, test, test. Is that the one? Hold on. Don't want to get confused. 218. I might have actually applied the rule. Yeah. So now I have two conflicting rules, but you can see that that works. That was at 218 and the response was at 218. And this is a good way to test this entire thing out. So for example, if you have a Google or a Gmail, a Hotmail account, then send yourself a message matching the subject line and then see if you get the response. I confuse myself because I have multiple rules, and so I'm not going to get the one that I created. I'm always going to get the top one. So that's the easy, fast way to send everyone a response when they email you on a specific subject line. Again, this works fairly well. It's a pretty good workaround if you have clients or purchases online and you get something from PayPal and you want to send them something automatically and you're using the PayPal smart buttons and you cannot do it any other way, then this would be a great response because PayPal will automatically always email you the receipt or you received a payment. And then that way you can compose that message and everyone will get it all of the time. The drawbacks of this are the following. If your Outlook is closed, then it does not work. So you can either one, choose to leave Outlook open all day long and it will just do its thing, set this up on a separate computer and you're fine with that as well. Or just know that, for example, if you go home at 5 o'clock and somebody purchases at 6 o'clock and you go back to work at 8 o'clock in the morning and then you check your email, that it's going to do it all then. The other thing about that is that you will also notice that your computer will be fairly slow while it does the whole automatic sending and receiving thing, especially if you do like 100 all at once. It's going to be a little bit slow. This is a good way to automatically send a response. It should work pretty much all of the time. And then again, if you have any questions, you can just go back to the rules, hit apply, and then choose apply all. And then it will automatically go through your email and send when it is supposed to or if it hasn't. So that's a good way. So you could see it sending now. And so as you're working throughout the day, your computer is just going to automatically send messages. So then now you see all of these appear because this all hits the rule. This can be a little bit annoying because you are going to resend the email to other people. So I'd be aware of that. So here is the correct one that I ran. Thank you for purchasing. You are a big dork. For more instruction, highlight the link. And I would say, again, you can adjust this to whatever, but this is a great way, again, to have an autoresponder in your Outlook that you could control. It's a good workaround for PayPal smart buttons and an automatic email after the fact. Thank you for watching. If you have any questions, please let me know. I'm looking at my other screen, and I believe I received this a whole bunch of times. So, good day.